Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Representative Davnie, what choice does the unborn child get in the matter of determining whether or not there's an abnormality incompatible with that unborn child's life going forward?
The member from Hennepin, Representative Davnie.
Mr. Speaker, Representative Wardlow, the same level of choice it had in being conceived.
The member from Dakota, Representative Wardlow.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. That's right. The unborn child has no choice in the matter. Would Representative Davnie yield for another question?
He will yield. Representative Wardlow.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Representative Davnie, given that the child has no choice, the unborn child has no choice in conception and has no choice in whether or not there's going to be a determination about abnormalities that are incompatible with its life, who should stand up and protect the rights of that unborn child?
The member from Hennepin, Representative Davnie.
Mr. Speaker, Representative Wardlow, the fetus had the same level of choice to develop with these abnormalities as the mother had to carry a child with these abnormalities. The question is, who gets to decide in a very difficult situation what the options are and what the final decision would be? You and me, as the government, or the woman, the father, her family, her doctor, and anyone else she wants to bring in on that? I think that it should be the woman's choice to decide what happens.
The member from Dakota, Representative Wardlow.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Representative Davnie, thank you for answering those questions. Members, this issue is of critical importance. In the legislature, every single day that we sit in session, we make moral decisions. There is not a law in the land, there's not a statute on the books that does not at its base have a moral precept. That's why we're here. A speed limit. A speed limit law is based on a concern for the sacred value of human life, the value of human life that is inherent in human life, and the protection of human life. We can do nothing more important here in the legislature than protect those in our society who are most vulnerable, and more specifically protect the inherent rights of those in our society who are most vulnerable. And the most vulnerable members of our society are the unborn, those who will become full-fledged members of our society, and it is not for individuals to determine whether another individual should live or die, whether another individual should be able to exercise his or her rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, whether another individual we should denied any opportunity to exercise the personal autonomy that is connected directly to and arises from the sanctity of human life. Every day we have laws on the books about murder. It's not legal, as you all know, obviously. That's a moral thing, and so is this. If a fetus, an unborn child, can feel pain, that is a compelling state interest, and we have a moral duty to protect that vulnerable unborn child from feeling the pain associated with a cruel and terrible procedure that destroys that life and any potential it has to flower as a human individual on this earth.